Marriage is the best thing ever.
Yeah, right. You guys already took the plunge. You're supposed to say that.
Well, for starters, you don't have to impress each other day in and day out. Life is more relaxed being married.
Yeah, right. Ladies, that's called taking each other for granted. Forget fancy dinners, compliments, ugh, all out the window. Well, that's a small price to pay for me not having to shave my legs every day anymore. And besides, it doesn't have to be that lackluster. We find plenty of ways to keep things fun and fresh, don't we?
Yeah, we have this YouTube channel going up for over a year with hardly any subscribers.
What? Come on, guys.
These guys aren't the coolest, but we'll work on them. Please subscribe.
Okay guys, let's get back to the topic, which is when you're married, now you get to share all of these mundane tasks like cooking, cleaning, shopping, vacuuming, doing the dishes.
What? You could do the dishes together. Who said anything about having to be married to do the dishes?
Plus, do you really want to be cooking for two and cleaning for two? We both know they're not gonna help at all. But on a more serious note, think about the freedom you'll be giving up. Oh, the freedom to just travel whenever you want to.
The freedom to date other girls.
Or guys.
The freedom to sit and watch TV all day.
The freedom to have girls' night whenever you want to.
The freedom to have a bros night and get wasted.
The freedom to keep your last name. Okay, you're right. When you're married, there is a small compromise to freedom.
And yeah, no kidding. Dating a different girl each day does sound fun. But realistically, it's not like every girl is throwing themselves at me left and right. At least not in my case. Plus, it's not all roses and rainbows. You gotta work hard. Think of smart pickup lines, think of jokes, act like you're listening. So, it all comes as a part and parcel of the thrill of meeting a new person.
Yeah, when I think back on my dating years, it's easy to remember like the fun dances and dates I went to. But when I really think about it, it was a lot of fake laughing at jokes. It was a lot of listening to dumb pickup lines. It was a lot of subpar places, and quite honestly, just praying I don't get murdered. I'm really glad that's in the past.
And honestly, it takes up a lot of time. All that swiping left and right, the small talk, all that time is pretty significant, which you could actually use towards focusing on your career, hobbies, and all that stuff.
Hey, you know what? Why not get married for the taxes? The government is literally paying you money to get married. And with all that money you save on your taxes when you're married, you can put that towards your fancy dinners.
That very same government is gonna enforce you to pay alimony, lawyer fees, if and when you plan to get a divorce. So planning to get married for financial reasons, good luck with that. Why not just have a simple relationship with no legal formalities chained?
And legal issues aside, oh, you have to deal with the family now. The in-laws, where to go for Thanksgiving and Easter, everyone has an opinion.
As for the wedding, wow, that's one thing that's common between India and America. They cost a lot. After putting in years of savings, months of hard work trying to organize it, all you might end up with the guests saying the gulab jamun wasn't soft enough.
The centerpieces aren't cute enough. Well, sure, that's one way to look at it, but I choose to look at marriage as an emotional bond bringing two souls closer together. It's beautiful.
And as for the legal hassles, I bet it has a part to play in keeping couples together. For example, imagine if we had a fight or something silly. Would I opt to walk out and pay alimony for years, or would I just sleep on the couch, chill out and work things out?
Well, marriage changes things. I know a lot of people who were together for a really long time, decided to get married, bam, everything changed. Man is different, wife is different. I'm not going to take that risk. Of course, marriage might change things. With marriage comes change, but there are so many ways to deal with that, like keeping your conversations open and always learning more things about each other and keeping an open mind.
As for me, the main reason to get married and settling down was to have a partner, not just for now, but for later on in life. For the times when hanging out late night isn't really a priority,
and my dance moves aren't really cool for the clubs anymore. For the times when I'm crabby and completely out of shape, I hope to have a partner by my side. Again, marriage doesn't really guarantee this, but it's at least a step towards a long-term commitment.
I like to think about marriage because of getting married, having a family, raising kids, you know, like the social aspects. And of course you can do all those things without being actually married, but I think it's a little more fun to do it when you are married.
Okay, I guess we can agree to disagree. Not getting married has some significant advantages when it comes to freedom.
And getting married has more advantages for the long term.
And we aren't some marriage pros, to be honest. We have our good days, we do have our bad days as well.
We just wanted to bring to light a few points you might want to consider when deciding if you should get married and take the plunge, or if you just want to stay dating.
Yeah, I guess there are role models on both fronts. Maybe it's just best to put efforts into finding the right partner rather than arguing about whether to get married or not.
What are your thoughts on marriage? Let us know and try to convince us, or them, which way you think.
And while you're at it, please like and subscribe. At the very least, you'll figure out how this marriage turns out in the long run.